right, there he is.
When the weather's great and the dolphin are around, I love to go, and that kind of makes it kind of a special thing for me, where to you, it's going back to your roots.
Great cast. Yeah, baby. Look at those pecs, like a white marlin.
It's more fun to keep away. I couldn't keep it away from you.
You got the big one.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Yes! Look at that guy!
That is a shark.
That's the biggest fish I've ever caught.
I thought you said you had
Got him, relax.
Oh, dude, he just ripped my boat off.
K Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, with Captain Tom Rowland and Captain Rich Tudor.
What did you hear from the big dolphin side yesterday? A couple guys, Dave catch a few big ones or something? Big fish I heard of were out 1,200 feet, about 6 miles past the hump.
Good.
So we'll be right there. We can go. We'll be right there, minutes away with this rig. This thing.
So tell me, this time of the year, you know, it's like late spring. What's your world like this time of the year? Because I'm usually just tarpon fishing. I don't even know what's available.
This time of year, you come home really tired, headache from looking through the binoculars all day for the birds, and the big winds have quit blowing finally, so everyone can go fishing.
Yeah.
So to keep a competitive edge, you have to be able to find the birds quicker than a guy in front of you.
Right.
You got to get there quicker than the guys in front of you, because there's so many boats that can just run full speed and get ahead of you. So a lot more stress. But nobody's getting ahead of us in this boat.
But what are you
Excited.
fishing for, though? I mean, you got the big
We're catching
dolphin.
big dolphin and tuna with a nice batch of schoolie fish for the kids.
Right.
You know, something for everyone on the boat. Until you got dinner taken care of, and then while you're cleaning up, you start getting serious about really truly hunting for the big fish, the trophy fish for the rest of the day. And then the dolphin, this time of year, you're looking for one 40 to 60 pounds.
Yeah. You guys got a 60-pounder the other day, didn't you?
A 59-pounder on a 43-foot tailwalker, yeah.
You were telling me before that you thought June was one of the better months, so we're just kind of getting right to the beginning of that, huh?
We're 5 days away. The full moon's up last night. I think that you're going to see some pretty cool stuff today.
Very good, man. You know, the thing about the dolphin fishing, you know, it's obvious that you're totally into it, and you can see it. It's like when I go bluegill fishing. I mean, I get excited about it because it's something that you did in your youth. You know, like you say, it's the holy grail. It's something that as a kid, you're thinking about that. And of course, if you go to any restaurant around here, there's always a mounted dolphin on the wall. You know, there's always just that fish is a part of the culture down here. And of course, they taste good. And so when you do catch one, there's a big celebration. You can come home, feed the whole family. You know, it's really a cool fish. And there's no doubt that every time we do that, you get really excited about it.
I don't know. I grew up catching them as a kid, and it was like kind of, you know, the holy grail for us catching this big dolphin. And it still to this day gets my blood boiling when I see that big frigate bird on the water and then this big dolphin underneath.
All right, there he is.
Sure enough, we saw this frigate off in the distance, and you know, we saw those flying fish get up, and once those flying fish are getting up, you know those dolphin are right underneath them, and that's what that frigate bird's trying to eat, pick them out of midair. As we got closer and closer, I looked under the water and I could just see the tail of that big dolphin just zipping across the top of the water. And at that point, I locked in on that little blue color.
I see him right there. Keep going. I see the fish real clear.
That fish was moving so fast that we had to keep the boat on plane just to keep up with him. And I'm sure you guys thought I was crazy up there, you know, what I was seeing. But that finally we got in the range, and I said, you know, stop, and threw that flying fish out in front of him. And when that bait, I barely had enough distance to make that cast, but it hit the water, and the second it hit it, there was no hesitation, there was nothing, he just ate it.
Great cast. Yeah, baby.
Really cool. Once he ate that, he set the hook there. That was just so exciting for me. One of the things that I love doing more than anything, and something I grew up doing, and to see those big dolphin in the water, make that cast in front of them, hook up, and then the fight was on.
Early bird gets the worm, huh?
Nice.
Didn't even have to resort to the live bait yet.
He's gonna
easy living.
Hey, where you at?
He's gonna
go,
jump.
baby.
He's gonna jump for me. Look at him.
Come on. That gannet's gonna dive right on him.
That was totally awesome. That fish was moving so fast into that current, Scott. Look how fast we had to keep the boat on plane just to keep pace with it. Look at him in the water. That's beautiful.
I don't see anybody with him yet.
Come on, where's your man? That's a pretty cow.
It's exciting, man, and the dolphin, arguably one of the most beautiful fish in the ocean. It is just exploding with blues and yellows and just the most beautiful colors on any fish in the ocean. And you know, when the weather's great and the dolphin are around, I love to go, and that kind of makes it kind of a special thing for me, where to you it's going back to your roots. For me, it's you know, kind of a special thing. It's not new necessarily, but it's special. It's always a cool deal, and you never get tired of seeing those beautiful fish in the water. Certainly never get tired of seeing them on the grill, because they're fantastic.
Yeah. Oh man, look at those pecks, like a white marlin.
Yeah, that was interesting. That's all I could see in the water. Is
a lot more delicious.
Lit up blue pecks.
Now that's a slammer. We're ready.
Nice, take him. Nice, man.
Hey,
It's been
man.
a while since I've thrown in a big one like that. That was nice.
It's in right there.
Yeah, man. That's awesome.
That's a beautiful fish.
Awesome.
Look at her.
Awesome.
That is awesome.
Cool. Let's put it right on the ice.
These
Right here on the
fins
top.
were so incredibly blue.
Where'd it go?
It's amazing how quickly they'll lose their color.
That was really awesome.
Beautiful.
Great job finding the fish and catching the fish. Find yourself another hook there, Richie. We'll get back on those birds.
That was good. Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, yeah.
That's stealing.
That was good.
You hooked up, Tom? Didn't
Yeah.
take long.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. All the fun of the Florida Keys in one island resort. Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Quantum rods and reels, fishing at a quantum level. By Mercury Marine. Lowrance, makers of HDS, high-definition systems. By Bass Pro Shops, your adventure starts here. Sperry Topsider, a passion for the sea. And by Loadmaster, Power Pole, Corrosion Block, Ocean LED, and Tough Line.
Just like the tarpon on the inshore side, you can fish for dolphin in a huge variety of ways. You can, you know, catch them on a deep trolling bait. You can catch them on the surface, ballyhoo, flying fish. You can go out there and look for birds and cast to them. You can catch them on fly, anything.
All right, I got one on here. Schoolies.
I'll tease them up.
Here, you tease them. I'll grab a live bait.
Schoolies. Oh, here they come. More coming.
You can catch them on virtually any kind of tackle in pretty much any style of boat that you could get out to the water where they live in. You can catch them. They're acrobatic and they taste great. That makes them really like the ultimate game fish.
Oh, he ate it. They're trying to. Look at him trying to. Oh, missing it again. Look at them all. Look at them all. Watch him go after that. Oh!
Goodbye, fish.
Oh, they're getting crazy on that live bait. Look at him go. Sure enough, we got into him, and wham, one gets on there, and a
I'll tell
whole
you what,
school of fish came.
First thing I did is I got my fly rod ready because, you know, I was ready to catch one big or small. I'd love to catch a great big dolphin. But you know what? We're out there on such a beautiful day. Get to throw the fly a little bit and catch them, and, you know, I was ready for whatever.
Oh, man, they're all over out here. Nice, nice, nice.
All right, I'm going to catch one on the fly rod.
Okay.
Of course, with the dolphin, if you catch one, you know, the trick is you leave that one in the water and the whole school stays around because they're still interested. That one's putting off a vibration. He's, you know, the other fish are like, what's going on? They don't get it that he's hooked. They're thinking he still knows where food is. You know, he's excited. There's obviously something else here going on, and they'll stay with that fish, and you can just catch one after another.
Look at him go. Look at him go. Oh, yeah.
That's stealing.
That was good.
You hooked up, Tom?
Yeah, that's a pretty decent one right there.
That's always.
Yeah.
He's a little bit
Man,
better than the
mine's
rest.
jumping like crazy. Crazy jumper.
All right, what do you got on here? You had it. I wish I could see your fly.
You ate it pretty good.
There we go.
Nice. Perfect.
Back in the game.
Perfect. I'm going to get that little bigger one. I might eat him for
All right.
dinner.
Let's try teasing him up.
You know, when I saw the size of them, they weren't whoppers or slammers like you call them. I'm from Tennessee. I like to call them whopper or a lunker, you know, or a, you know, some kind of biggin. we like to refer to them as, but they weren't big ones. They were actually little ones. But that makes it even more fun. So you scale down the tackle, and you can catch them on a lighter rod, or just change it up a little bit. You know, do something different.
It's more fun to keep away. I couldn't keep it away from
You got the big one.
I did?
Yes, you did.
Sorry, Rich.
You did.
That's uncool.
I was trying to keep it away from him. I couldn't. I thought I was going to play a little game.
There's
Hey,
a big
look
one
how much
too.
fun it's going to be. There's a nicer one. Yeah, he was coming for it. There he is. You got him.
There he is. How about that? Sight cast the biggest one. Whoa, he's gonna jump over.
And that's how aggressive they were, that we were able to play games with it, you know, and that's what great fishing's all about. When the fish are snapping, you've already caught enough, let's change it up, let's make it more fun. And, you know, use a surface fly, or use a jerk bait, or, you know, something. Let's change it. Let's see what these fish will eat. Would they eat a crab? Would they eat a shrimp? Let's see what they'll eat. You know, could we throw an artificial lure? Anything.
That's a decent one there.
That's an all day long good schoolie there.
I'll
Oh.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind keeping one for dinner.
Oh.
Well, or not.
He got
And he
your
lost
fly.
my fly too, man.
I was trying to be so soft with him.
I learned to be a little softer.
And one of the things that we did different is Walker had never caught one on fly. And, you know, I saw him cast, and I saw why, you know? But Walker, you know, he's a great fisherman, but he hadn't done a lot of fly fishing. And it was going so good, Walker's like, man, you know what? I got to try that. So he pulls out the fly rod, and he's whipping it out there, and he finally, you know, gets it out there and just catches them. And I knew that was something that, you know, as a charter guide, he is not on the deck. Like, he's not a mate anymore. He's the captain. He's the one that's making all the decisions. He's the one that's finding the fish, and the mate's helping the people catch the fish, you know. And he doesn't get the opportunity to get the rod in his hand as much as he used to. So every time that we go fishing, he seems to want to, you know, it's cool, man. I'm ready to catch him, because he's a consummate professional. He likes to catch them as much as anybody else. So he gets that fly rod out there. I could tell that kind of made him happy. He was like, finally, man, something I wanted to do for a long time. You know, he knows he can do it. You know, he's a great fisherman, but he's just never really had the opportunity.
Can we land that one? It's a good size. What an awesome fishery, man. This is what I grew up doing when I was a kid, Scott, with my dad, just dolphin fishing like this. Awesome, there he goes. Awesome. I love it. He knew to jig. I haven't got to do a lot of this in the last bunch of years with all the backcountry fishing. It's nice to get out here and do it. But what do you think, Scott? You want to go find some bigger ones?
I certainly can't have any more fun than that. Let's try to upgrade it again.
And find another batch? You know, still just working our way offshore, kind of looking around, seeing if we see more birds on the way out, and you know, getting the binoculars out, just kind of scanning for birds. That's really, you know, really what it's all about, either birds or floating debris. If we see birds or floating debris, there's going to be fish there. And you know, saw another you know, set of birds or two that we checked out. Sometimes they're on little dolphins, sometimes they're on big dolphins, sometimes they're on tuna or bonita. You never know, but there's fish there. And then all of a sudden we saw that floating debris out there. And once I saw that big piece of floating debris, we knew that there was going to be something there.
Yeah, it was like what was that? It was like a pallet. I think it was like a pallet or some broken up wood. And you're right, there was something there.
Big triple tails, giant triple tails. Look at the size of those triple tails. Look at that big triple tail coming after my bait. Coming after that flyer.
Catch it. He'll eat a pilchard on this 20-pound.
I got a light rod. I want to catch him. That's my wife's absolute favorite meal.
Take a small live pilchard, belly hooked.
You know, for the uninitiated or the people that aren't paying attention or particularly looking for that, it's really easy to think that was another piece of debris. Now, triple tail is another fish that's fantastic on the grill.
It's my wife's absolute favorite fish.
Is that right?
That's when I saw that triple tail, I knew I was going to be in big trouble if I didn't catch that and bring it home.
Yeah.
You know, some people bring home flowers or, you know, jewelry. I bring home a couple triple tail fillets, and I'm a good man. Look at all those big suckers.
Got one following?
I just hooked. Oh, I got him.
He ate it
Look at
without
that.
even any drop back.
Wow, big triple tail.
Wife is happy.
Well, if I get him in the boat, she's happy. If I lose him, she ain't happy.
Oh, that's a nice one. You want me to use this net
Yeah,
right
there's
here?
a net there. Perfect.
I love the way that those things look because you see a triple tail mounted or something, and you would think, how could that fish be camouflaged? It's just kind of a brown fish. But in the water, that thing looks exactly like the debris that it's on, whether that's a black plastic garbage bag or a pallet or a tire or whatever. It kind of gets darker or lighter a little bit, and it doesn't move a lot. Of course, we know that that's something that we need to be looking for. We were prepared that day with little lighter rods, throw over there and catch it.
All right, there he is. Oh,
got him?
Carrie's happy tonight. Wow, that's good. Wow, that's
awesome.
Cool. What a neat fish, too.
Get him out of there. Catch her one more.
Yeah, one more.
No drop back. That's great technique.
Yeah, I thought I was hooked on the board is what happened. Isn't that a wild looking fish?
Kind of looks like a board.
Triple tail, baby.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Ocean delight.
That's one of the strangest looking fish.
One of the interesting things about that fish, so many of the fish that we fish for, either the tuna or the tarpon, you know, with these big eyes. You know, it's all about seeing the predators or seeing the prey and you know, going after it and surviving. And for whatever reason, the triple tail has those tiny little eyes. It's crazy. It's a crazy looking fish. But obviously, you know, Carrie loves them, and they obviously taste really good.
All right, they're coming back for more.
As a professional fisherman or guide, you're going to have to fish in almost any weather condition, which means that some days you're going to take a beating. And after doing this for many days in a row, a lot of times you feel beat up. Your back hurts, your knees hurt, and it's all due to the pounding of the waves and the pounding of running in the boat. In the past, we've tried several different solutions to this. We put mats down, tried to minimize the shock. And this year, one of the coolest things that's come out is the new Sperry ASV shoe. Now, this is the first boat shoe that's ever been designed to specifically reduce the amount of shock that your body's taking, and it can do it up to 40% by dispersing the shock and cushioning it. I love the sole. It's got great grip, and this shoe is available in a boat shoe, athletic, women's, and also in a sandal. Go to Bass Pro, check out the new Sperry ASV. I think you're going to find that it's going to make your knees and back feel better than ever on a long stretch of fishing.
The Hawks Cay Saltwater Experience, presented by Yellowfin, is brought to you by Yellowfin, only in a Yellowfin. Finor, legendary tackle since 1933. The Florida Keys in Key West, come as you are. Yeti Coolers, wildly stronger, keep ice longer. Motor Guide, never stop. By Sirius Marine Weather, satellite weather direct to your boat. And by Under Armour, King Sailfish Mounts, Staybill, Scott Fly Rods, and Plano.
Well, that was awesome. The dolphin fishing was awesome, catching that triple tail, and then, you know, I was ready to roll home, you know, and we're running back in. We were probably 20 miles offshore at that point. And you know, when we started heading in, I was perfectly happy to go back to the dock.
Yeah, me too.
And all of a sudden I see Walker kind of punching in a different number, and we kind of start veering over here, and I'm like, what are we doing? He's like, well, let's hit this wreck on the way home. He's like you and I, one more cast, one more spot. You know, it's pretty interesting to see that. You know, we really had an all-rounded day. We did the Dolphin, did this, did that, and then on the way back in, just perfectly on the way back in, didn't have to go very far. We were able to stop at a wreck in about 150 feet of water, which is 5 miles offshore.
So you got a deep wreck here. The old shrimp boat wreck. Been here for as long as I've been here, over 30 years.
So you go with a really long leader on these, huh?
That's the way you like them.
We had a few pilchards left over, a few pinfish, and just basically put on a big weight, the long leader. Some of the fish that on the wreck there are real leader shy, like the snappers and different things. But put that live bait down there, and you just never know what you're going to hook on those wrecks. Some days you hook a snapper, some days you hook a grouper, jack, crevalles, amberjacks. You just never know what it's going to be. There's 20 different species we could potentially hook there, or not get a bite at all.
There it is.
You got it. On the way up, there you go. Good
We don't
job.
need one more drift.
Or catch that fish. Good job.
Is that up in the water column, do you think?
Yeah, he was reeling it in.
So I love the wreck fishing because what you're talking about, you can catch anything But there is a family of fish that lives there that's my favorite family in the whole ocean, and that is the jack family. And I don't care what kind of jack it is, I like to catch them because they are a hard-fighting fish, and you can always count on a big, tough fight from a jack.
It's a corvalli.
Is he?
Big corvalli.
He's just tough.
Awesome.
Nothing fights harder.
Nice one.
Well, that's good.
That's a nice one.
He put me over the top. Now I'm worn out.
Little AJ.
AJ, yeah, there you
Oh,
go.
good. I knew he fought harder than a
Little pup.
Jack Crevalle.
You know, great way to finish it off. Be able to go out there, catch a big dolphin to start off with, get into the school dolphin, catch a triple tail for dinner, and then finish it off hitting the wreck there. You know, it really shows you what it is, running around, covering ground, doing different things, and having that kind of weather and having all the options to catch those different fish. That made for a nice day.
This is the jack corvalli you wanted.
That's it. It's a great fish, man. They fight like a champ. They'll often give you all that surface
They got
action.
the head of a bull dolphin.
They do have a lot of sharp stuff on their tail. That's why I didn't. Might be his lucky day.
All right.
Accommodations provided by Hawks Cay Resort Marina and Villas. All the fun of the Florida Keys in one island resort.
Thank you, Mr. Jack.
He's saying hello.
Run it up. Made my day.
Closed captioning provided by Sperry Topsider, a passion for the sea.